Hey guys! So today we're going to talk about taxis in Korea. Now recently, taxis just went off strike after going on strike because of a new service provided by Kakao Carpool. Because of this, taxis went on strike and actually there were a few accidental suicides. Surprisingly, when I was speaking with some of my Korean friends, they didn't really seem bothered by the fact that all the taxi drivers went on strike. There's other modes of transportation, and as for taxis, they had some negative feelings about them. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of my opinions and how I feel about taxis here in Korea. When I say this, please, disclosure, this is my opinion. I often hear in Korea, oh, taxis are so expensive. Why would I waste money on a taxi? And to be honest with you, I feel completely opposite. Taxis are super cheap to me because in Canada, they are incredibly expensive, probably at least twice as expensive, and they're not very convenient. Here I can just flag a taxi wherever I am. I can go on Kakao Taxi and order a taxi, and I don't have to wait very long. I've had wonderful experiences where the taxi drivers are very sociable, they'll ask me questions, or they're very respectful and they just let me sit and enjoy the ride in peace or take a nap. But in some cases, that's just not the case. I've had road rage, speeding, not putting on proper signal light. They're also playing cell phone games while driving. Oh my gosh, I actually had to get out of the taxi because I almost had a nervous breakdown. And some taxis, they're just rude. They'll yell at other car drivers. If they don't want to go down a little alleyway to your destination, they'll say, no, I'm not going down there. So they would rather their convenience than my safety. Most of the time I'm trying to be respectful to them, but really it's them providing the service to me. What do they offer except for getting me from point A to point B? Even asking them to use the GPS in their car can sometimes cause a disagreement. So believe it or not, Den and I actually went out to the streets and tried to interview people about this topic. However, the majority of the foreigners we asked never took a taxi before.
What do you think about taxis in Korea? What's your impression of them?
Usually taxi drivers don't know where to take me, so usually I just end up taking subways and avoid taxis.
It's too daunting. We don't know how to use it. Some will try to understand my Korean accent. However, some get very annoyed and they just don't have the patience for a foreigner. I have noticed an improvement in the services as my Korean has improved. It also helps when I have a Korean with me in the taxi, of course, but when I'm just by myself, sometimes it can be hard. So overall, my experience with taxis is so-so. I love the convenience. I love the price. However, the services are not consistent. It's kind of stressful going into a taxi and not knowing how your experience will be. I'm really curious what your thoughts are about taxis in Korea, and please tell us your experiences as well. All right, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button, and we'll see you next time. 오늘은 뿅!